Well, here we go again. Mental stability broken, questioning the very existence of bacon egg sandwiches, and realizing that robots can feel emotions. Ah. What even is this place anyways? I feel very low contrast. There it is again. The noises. What is this place? Ah! What's up, visitors, and welcome to Tank Talks Whatever, where I talk about whatever, and today's subject is a show which taught me that depression is a serious problem for robots, WandaVision. Leading up to release, the show was at the bottom of my looks cool list. Even the trailers didn't seem that interesting to me. But when the first 2 episodes dropped, I watched them because, I'm a pathetic person and I need entertainment. Now, I'm no fan of sitcoms. At one point in time, I binge-watched the Andy Griffith Show, but that was really it. And I've never really seen The Office properly. I've seen little clips, but that's really it. Nor have I seen Friends. I watched Andy Griffith Show. Great show. I do recommend it, even though the last time I saw it was like 2 years ago. Anyways, yeah, WandaVision. Holy cow, this show hooked me with a magic card trick. There's just so much good stuff I want to talk about here, and so many fun little Easter eggs and little details, so I might as well talk about it. Can we just mention the mid-roll advertisements that play during the sitcom episodes? How can they all be very dark at times? How do they complement Wanda's traumatic and terrible life? Oh look, the Strucker watch. He got time for you. Yo, Magic, I have nightmares about this ad. And Lagos wipes. No mess is too big for Lagos. If you know, you know. But the whole thing with these ads is that they don't interrupt much. Like, don't you hate it when you're watching TV and the action gets cut off by ads? Me too. It is so flippin' annoying. But thank you, may ask. Why bring this up? I don't know. I might be setting up a future joke in this episode, I don't know. And the jokes in the show are pretty great. It just sounds so much like sitcom jokes. The entire show gives off that feeling of a sitcom really well. It feels like one at its core, which makes me love it even more and sort of makes me want to watch sitcoms. But no, I don't want to waste 11 years of my life watching those. And it balances this humor with some elements which just make us, sort of freak out. When it breaks the illusion of a sitcom, they just do it so well. It breaks away from the usual camera angles. Maybe the screen widens to fit the proper display of modern TV. It's just, it makes you just know, oh no, it's not a sitcom anymore. You can just tell that something has gone wrong, which is breaking down the walls of this reality which had been created. Like when Vision freed one of his coworkers from Wanda's control temporarily. He went from being that funny coworker talking about emails to being scared, just throwing us off with this illusion and realizing that this is more than just a funny show. What is this? I feel like a bag of Skittles. Perfectly considering what we're about to talk about, the entire message of WandaVision, grief. Yeah, I told you I'm properly dressed for this occasion. It is all about Wanda Maximoff learning to finally live above the tragedy that is her life, which sort of struck pretty deep. I was expecting the show to be a silly adventure, not some deep and emotional story about overcoming grief. And having to kill her loved one to save the universe just to see him be brought back just to be killed again. Wanda's grief just completely consumed her. This show finally did Wanda Maximoff justice. Her overcoming her grief just hit so deep with me. Her life was traumatic. Her parents died in bombings, her brother died to Ultron, her love died to Thanos. And just seeing her burst from that, man, it just makes me feel for her. Having sitcoms be one of the only things that was with her through all of her pain reminds me of my relationship with some shows. I binge watch shows commonly now, and I have that one show too that is just my only joy at times, and seeing Wanda have a similar relationship made me relate to her a whole lot. She lost everything, except sitcoms. So like all people, she creates a fake reality based on sitcoms, brings her loved one back to life, and takes an entire town hostage and controls them like a puppet master. This loved one she brings back is Vision. And my goodness, I didn't know I missed this dude. He's just that one dude who wants to do all good. Like when he tried to tell Sword about the Hex and how the people in Westview needed help. He's just the all-good type dude. He was willing to sacrifice himself to tell people about what was going on. It just makes Vision truly out to be that one dude who's just all good, and I'm kinda happy they finally did that. Plus, he's what we like to call the big brain. And when he met White Vision in the finale, it just betrayed it really well. While the two witches were brawling to the death, these two were having a ye olde tea party discussing ships and thought processes and other big words. That is the most Vision thing Vision could do. Just talking. Having a civil conversation. Not having a massive battle between two robots made out of indestructible metal. And this White Vision was made out of the remnants of the original Vision. So, if robots, synthesoids to be exact, can have their past versions reanimated, I wonder if any of my past animatic designs have been reused to create a new entity to hunt me down. Oh no.
Are you tired of your lame old pasta? Try out Tony Spagoni Spaghetti. With elegant noodles, liquid-free sauce, and chewy meatballs, Tony Spagoni Spaghetti is a treat for the whole family. Starting at $5.99, it's available at your local darkened-out alleyway today. And if you buy $600 worth of it, you get a Tony Spagoni's Tony gun included for free.
Side effects of consumption of Tony Spagoni spaghetti may include extreme diarrhea, liver cancer, chickenpox, lust for blood, and inevitable death.
Who are you?
I am the new tank. My objective is to destroy the original tank.
Are you familiar with the bacon egg sandwich?
I have heard it's quite exquisite.
Have you tried one? Eaten one? Did you like it?
No, terrible food.
You're not a tank. You're a tonk. The Marvel Cinematic Universe has gotten large enough to the point where they don't need to introduce any new characters, where they can just reuse existing ones, and WandaVision did that very well. Darcy Lewis from the Thor movies returned as she helped investigate the Westview anomaly. Mother frickin' Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man 2. Like, I could not be happier. Look at him. He's just perfect. Magic, card tricks, and all. Monica Rambeau from Captain Marvel returns as she is now grown up and still getting grounded. Throughout the show, she gets her powers, setting up her to be a hero later on. Yeah, I don't know her comic book name. I'm not that major into comic books yet. And having her lose her mother while she was blipped, coming back and seeing that she was gone is just a great parallel to Wanda, who came back to find the body of Vision gone in Wakanda. The thing that separates the two is that Wanda had the power to bring her loved one back. It gives Monica and Wanda a great connection, which was done really, really well. But my problem is that it just sort of falls flat in the finale. Yeah, I got a whole tidbit on that, but let's go through the rest of the stuff that I really enjoyed. Hayward, the director of Sword. And I seriously thought this dude was going to be Ultron because, I really want Ultron, okay? He was sort of cliche, hero's bad, but he's... There's just something about him that makes him so funny to me. The line, you just need a little more vision. Dude had a lot of potential, and they turned him into the... very cliche villain. Then there's the real villain, Agatha Harkness, also known as Agatha Bohner. Good luck creating a better villain theme. Please, it's impossible. Her theme is just... awesome. You want a reason to hate her? She killed Sparky. Now that's good enough reason to hate her, right? Yes, she kind of got what she deserved. She's some ancient witch who eats souls for meals and extends her life and such. And then we have her husband, Ralph. I'm gonna laugh. Ralph Bohner. Yeah, I'm childish. Played by guess who? You know who? Evan Peters. Same dude who did Quicksilver in the X-Men movies, and that spread out a new age of theories on how WandaVision would be setting up the X-Men. I find it funny how their hopes were completely destroyed as he just ended up being a chill dude with a man cave and is just controlled by Agatha. Like, I just find it so hilarious. Guess who? Not Quicksilver. Am I a bit disappointed in the twist? Sort of, but they set it up to not be Quicksilver, so I sort of expected it. And the fan outrage online is just the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. It is as if a million fans cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced with laughter. Anyways, the level of writing in the show is pretty funny to me. Oh, a Halloween episode. Let's have the characters dress up as their original comic book designs. That's one of the best Easter eggs, ever. It worked so well, and so I've decided to match it. Hello, sir. I am Sir Tank. I dress up as a tank. Yeah, I'm cool now. Oh, now the spell Wanda casts is called the Hex because it is the shape of a hexagon, and how the shape of a hexagon appears everywhere throughout the show. It's just like those little details kind of make the show just a little bit better. Just fun little things like that. Now, the finale. It sort of was a flunk. Yeah, I loved it, but something about it just felt a bit rushed in my opinion. And like, don't get me wrong, I still loved it. It was a great finale. I just want to be nitpicky. Other than Wanda, Agatha, Vision, and White Vision, stuff was sort of sidelined. Something must have happened to this finale during quarantine or something that sort of forced them to scrunch it up or something. Like maybe the reason why some actors couldn't be on set or something. I don't know, I'm just speculating here, I'm going a bit too far, but yeah, I still love this finale. Like, Monica is set up to have these powers as she tries to help Wanda. What does that lead up to? She saves Wanda's twins in a small scene, and that's really all she does. There are rumors going around that possibly the original plans was to have a 10th episode, but it was all squished into an episode 9, possibly because of the scheduling conflicts with the actors, and the push to get new content out by Disney, but yeah, it's just a rumor. But once again, I still loved it. The battle between Agatha and Wanda was just amazing, and how Wanda turned into the Scarlet Witch at the end. Just such a good scene. Billy and Tommy messing with the military was a great scene too. Like, those two are just the definition of edgy but not edgy kids who are the ultimate pranksters. Do robots have emotions? Yes, sadly so. The ending of the show proved that to me. Seeing the Hex just break down and the reality breaking apart made me just tear up. But when Wanda and Vision said goodbye, I knew what true sadness meant. The entire show's dynamic was about them. Seeing the two finally part ways saddened me, and when the two said goodbye to Billy and Tommy, I teared up even more. Seeing the family, which you grew to love in this show, go away hit so deep. And what made it hit so deep was because of the amazing acting. Elizabeth Olsen did her best job I've ever seen her do in anything in this show. Paul Bettany did just as a good job too. His enthusiastic and just interesting acting that he did for this show was really good too. Catherine Hahn as Agatha Harkness, the evil witch vibe, she just did it so well. Randall Park as Jimmy Woo, so of course he's perfect. Evan Peters will forever be loved as both the Quicksilver and the not Quicksilver. This show is just so great. What is grief, if not love persevering? WandaVision is a show all about overcoming grief. It follows Wanda Maximoff as she learns to move past the deaths of her loved ones as she finally grows and gets the development to make her one of the universe's most developed characters. It sets the bar really high for the coming Marvel shows. Great characters, fun moments, and a great style which makes it stand out amongst the rest. WandaVision truly is a great show. It is full of emotion, comedy, and plot twists that fans will forever hate. Well, since this show is over and all, warning, this spell you're about to create is a complete fabrication. Create something to this reality which should not be. This breaks the natural order, so in return, you break the world. Consequences include destroying your entire reality, blah blah blah. Who needs warnings for spells? Footnotes are useless! Visvat putrabrods es pecanum I yatsom. Exquisite.